If you stopped consuming news tomorrow, your life would probably improve immediately. Here's a strange thought. Most of the anxiety you feel about the world comes from problems that aren't actually yours. You didn't create them, you can't influence them, and yet you carry them around in your head every day. That's not an accident. That's the mass media business model. Think about how we usually consume news. We open our phone just to check, and 5 minutes later we are tense, irritated, slightly hopeless. Wars we can't influence, crises we can't fix, outrage we didn't ask for, and somehow by the end of it, it feels like we are personally responsible for the state of the world, while being completely powerless to change it. That contradiction alone should raise suspicion. I noticed this pattern in myself a while ago. Nothing dramatic was happening in my actual life. Work was fine, family was fine, health was okay, but after reading the news in the morning, I'd walk around with this low-grade tension, like something bad was about to happen, like I should be worried, but I couldn't explain why. It took me a while to understand that my nervous system was reacting to problems it had no tools to solve. The goal of modern media is simple: to make every problem feel like your problem. Drama keeps attention, attention sells advertisements, and our brains are perfectly designed to fall for it. We have a built-in negativity bias. From an evolutionary standpoint, that made sense. If you ignored danger, you died. If you ignored good news, nothing bad happened. So media doesn't focus on what's stable, improving, or quietly working. It focuses on the worst things, the rarest things, the most emotionally charged things. The result? A distorted picture of reality. Yes, bad things exist, but overall, by almost every measurable metric, life is way better than it has ever been. Less violence, less poverty, longer lives, more access to knowledge. The problem isn't reality, the problem is the lens we look through. And there is another issue that matters even more. Most news focuses on events you have zero control over. No agency, no action. Just emotional stimulation. That's not information, that's stress delivery. Ask yourself this: what is the point of being emotionally invested in something you cannot influence at all? Worrying about World War III isn't responsibility, it's self-inflicted helplessness. Being constantly informed doesn't make you wiser. It often makes you more anxious, more cynical, and less effective where your influence actually matters. Your work, your relationship, your health. Ironically, the more global our attention becomes, the less local our life gets. So what can we do? First, have close to zero news intake. If something truly important happens, you'll hear about it from friends, colleagues, neighbors. Big events don't stay hidden. Second, stop confusing being news informed with virtue. Knowing more bad news doesn't make you a better person. Third, replace low-quality information with high-quality input. Read good books, watch thoughtful documentaries, learn things that expand understanding instead of lowering your mood. And finally, invest your attention where you have control. Your circle, your craft, your body, your values. That's where responsibility actually lives. The world doesn't need you anxious about everything. It needs you effective at something. Not every problem deserves your attention, and not every headline deserves space in your head.